Hello and welcome again. Welcome to Chris's Caribbean Delights. And today we're going to make some curried oxtail. Curried oxtail. You know, the oxtail. Yeah. We're going to make some curried oxtail. So now, what I did with this, I thawed it off. It was frozen. Thawed it off overnight. I washed it with some lime, vinegar, and salt and all that stuff. Got it nice and clean. And then I'm going to start seasoning it now, and we are going to leave it to marinate for at least an hour or more. If you want to cook it right away, you can, but I'm going to just leave it for an hour. And once I get all the seasonings on there, I'm going to use some green seasoning. I'm going to use some bullion powder, my favorite. We're going to do some garam masala. We're going to do some curry powder. And we're going to do some roasted ground jeera. I mean, we're going to just make it a good Mediterranean curry. Okay, so let's go to those ingredients and let's get some curried oxtail going. So here we are, our oxtails. First things first, we're going to want some heat, a little bit of heat on into the meat, you know. And we're going to put some cayenne pepper, like a half a teaspoon or a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Just sprinkle it all over, you know. Turmeric, we want some color. We want some color onto the meat. Give it that curry color. And turmeric is also good for you. Roasted cumin. I roasted this cumin. This is a dark roasted cumin. We're not going to put too much of that. Just about a teaspoon of that. Oh, that smells fantastic. And this is my complete seasoning. Just put a little bit of that, about a tablespoon. It doesn't have any salt or anything. It just has, like, you know, veggies, garlic and stuff like that. Coriander. Let's get some coriander in there. This is another fragrant spice for Mediterranean Indian cooking. And we have Indi spicy Madras curry powder. So we're going to put a good tablespoon of that in there. We're going to mix this all up eventually. Ground masala mix. We have a ground masala mix here. A ground masala mix is usually cumin and other spices, cumin, cinnamon, and stuff, and they all parched. They roasted them and then they ground them. That's the a ground masala mix. And you have some bullion powder here, obviously. Now we're going to get in here with our hands and we're going to massage this all in, and we're going to do a wonderful job here, just getting all the spices all mixed in and massaged in so that it can incorporate into the meat. We need to get it all into the meat here. You see here how it's nicely seasoned. Wonderful. Just get it all in there. Get it all rubbed in nicely. So we're going to go ahead and set this aside for about 30 minutes to an hour whilst we do some other things. So let's cover this and we'll put it aside and we'll be back. Okay guys, we're going to go with a good nice shortcut. In here I'm going to add a tablespoon of cooking oil. This is my pressure cooker pot. So we're gonna pressure cook the oxtails for a few minutes. But before we do that, we're gonna place them all in here so that we can brown it off. get them some color, and just seal the juices in, you know. So we're gonna put them all in here, and we're going to use the saute mode on the pressure cooker, and just get them all frying up, you know, get them all, just get them all settled and give them some color. So we're going to put this into the pressure, set it to the stew mode, or the on mode, or oven mode, and then we'll go from there. Might have to do it in 2 batches, because we just want to get it brown and get it sealed, get the brown, gets a little browning in there, and we'll be back. So while we have our oxtail pressuring, I'm pressuring it just for about 10 minutes. I put some veggies in here. I have a few pieces of pumpkin, bell pepper, onions, and I'm just sauteing them with some curry powder and some masala. So we're gonna burn this curry powder and masala, just make sure it's cooked properly, and I want the flavor to get into the pumpkin and the other veggies. I may put a few pieces of carrots in there, just to enhance things a little, just to make it a little interesting. So remember, this is an oxtail curry, curried oxtail. So we're just getting some veggies in there, and this is going to thicken the stew nicely. So let's get our oxtail into this pot, and we're going to continue simmering. So here's my oxtail, it's finished pressuring. I pressured it for about 10 minutes or so, just to get it a little soft, because it's going to continue boiling in here. So we're going to just pour this over and continue the process. Now the oxtail is poured over into the main pot. It's good, the heat is there. I think it has enough salt, flavoring, and we're just going to simmer this until the pumpkins get nice and soft, and the oxtail gets a little, about 10 more minutes, and we're going to let some of the water evaporate, and we'll be good to go. Get a nice consistency with the sauce. I'll be back. So as I said, guys, this is a curry oxtail shortcut. I pressured the oxtail to a certain point, and once it got fork tender, just put it in the curry sauce, simmer it in the curry sauce, and I had some pumpkins in there, pieces of pumpkin, and just simmer it all together, and just serve this up with some dal puri. Okay, so curried oxtail with dal puri coming up. Cheers. See you in the next clip.